I hope you're ready. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another video of Sports Talk Buffalo. The Buffalo Sabres start their season in just about a week from this video, so I figured there's no better time than right now to give you a bold prediction about how I believe the Buffalo Sabres will do this season. Now, most people believe that this is a historically bad Buffalo Sabres team, being potentially the worst team in franchise history. You have people on Twitter saying that the Sabres won't even achieve 50 points this year. You have people saying that they won't even accomplish 15 wins in this season, especially now that they are without their best three players in Eichel, Reinhart, and Linus Ullmark. However, I have a very different take on how the Buffalo Sabres will do this season. I believe the Buffalo Sabres, under coach Don Granato, are going to win over 30 games this season. Yes, I said that. I said the Buffalo Sabres are going to win over 30 games this season. I believe the Sabres will finish 33, 40, and 9, giving them 75 points and making them at least somewhat watchable this season for all the Buffalo Sabres fans. Now, I know a lot of people are going to literally probably turn this video off because that is seemingly an outlandish prediction for the Buffalo Sabres, but let me tell you why I think that before you click away. Now, Don Granato took over the Buffalo Sabres last year after just an absolutely pathetic start under Ralph Krueger, and Granato finished 9-16-3. However, you have to look a little bit closer. It was a very condensed schedule, so Don Granato took over, and you have to realistically throw away probably the first 5 games under Granato, as he hadn't really he had maybe 2 practices in between games in order to implement a system for the Buffalo Sabres to follow. So you throw away his first 5 games, as he didn't have a whole lot of time to prepare and bring the guys up to speed on the way he likes to play. And you end with a record of 9 wins, 11 losses, and 3 overtime losses. And if you break down those numbers, it almost comes out to exactly what I predicted the Sabres to be. Granato was able to get the most out of every single player he had on this team. It looked like he was able to squeeze every ounce of potential and skill that this team had, and they really performed well for him at the end of last season. And I think when I watched the preseason, or at least a little bit of the preseason, I think that the Sabres made the right coaching hire when they did decide to eventually go with Granato. He has had nothing but success at every single level that he has ever coached at. He lets his players be who they are. He does not want them to be conservative. He wants them to be straight ahead and be everything that they are. Talented, fast, straightforward. He wants them to make plays, and he doesn't want them to be afraid to make mistakes. And I think that is going to show up this season for the Sabres. Now, yes, I know there is a ton of questions outside of coach for the Buffalo Sabres, and especially at the goaltender position. Now, you have 40-year-old Craig Anderson as the de facto starter for the Buffalo Sabres. However, I think he's going to have an okay year. What makes me think that? I don't know, honestly. However, I think he's going to have an okay year. I think he's going to be able to post potentially a .905 save percentage, which should be good enough to win him some games in this upcoming season. He might win 18 to 20 games for the Buffalo Sabres. And I think that Dustin Tokarski will post roughly the same numbers as his counterpart, Craig Anderson, roughly the .905 save percentage arena. And I think you'll be able to squeeze out, maybe, 13 wins, 12 to 13 wins out of Dustin Tokarski. Now, of course, I think that's going to be good enough to be competitive for the Buffalo Sabres, but where are they going to get their scoring from? That's what the big question is. Where are the Buffalo Sabres going to get their scoring from without their top two scorers, Eichel and Reinhart? Now, we start off, of course, with Casey Middlestadt. And I think that if you watched him under Don Granato at all last season, you will realize that he is everything that they thought he would be when they drafted him 8 overall after World Juniors. He just needed time to develop and a coach that let him be who he is. He scored 17 points in 21 games under Don Granato. And I don't think he's going to score quite at that pace for the Buffalo Sabres. However, I think he is going to have a career year with the Sabres. And I believe he's going to score somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 55 points this season as the Sabres' #1 center. And he's going to end around 22 goals and 28 assists. Now, your next center, of course, is the guy that is hyped up a ton amongst Buffalo Sabres fans and even media, and that is Dylan Cozens. A lot of people believe that he should wear the C already. He's just 20 years old. I don't think he's going to have an incredible year. However, I do think he's going to take a step forward. And I think that he is going to end the season with 40 to 45 points for the Buffalo Sabres. And I think he's going to score in the neighborhood of maybe 17, 18 goals. We'll say 17 goals and 24 assists to finish the season for Dylan Cozens as the #2 center for the Buffalo Sabres. And of course, you can't talk about offense without talking about somebody who is believed to have one of the worst contracts in the entire NHL, and that is Jeff Skinner. I think Skinner has a bounce-back season under Granato with his straightforward, very offensive-minded scheme that he has, and I think Jeff Skinner is going to fit into that well. And I think Skinner has a 21-goal and 19 assist season, giving him 40 points for the season. Now, it's not worth $9 million. However, you will take that all day long if you are a Buffalo Sabres fan, and I think that he is going to rejuvenate himself a little bit in this upcoming season. I think overall the Sabres are going to be a very competitive team. I think they're going to be fun to watch. I think they're going to score a lot, and I think they're going to get a lot scored against them. I think they have a very, very good group of young guys mixed with veterans who are all trying to prove that they still belong and do belong in the NHL. And I think that is going to cause them to be one of the hardest working teams in the NHL. I think it's going to make them an absolute pain in the ball sack to play against. And I think it's going to be able to squeeze every ounce of potential out of this team. And that is why I believe the Buffalo Sabres are going to be a 75-point team this upcoming season. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. We talk Bills, Sabres, and UB Bulls men's basketball and football right here on this channel. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a fantastic week.